Key principle. Before we get started, let's talk about the quote of the day. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts by Marcus Aurelius. So this is the general principle of copywriting. The goal of copywriting is to make the reader take a specific action. I'll be pondering this idea over and over again because this is something that as a copywriter we need to put in our brain and be something is use it like sort of a mantra because that's it. That's the only goal of a copy. Now, an example is like this. I watch hundreds of hours of copywriting videos learning from the greatest so I can summarize them and make it digestible for you. That's exactly what I've done. Now, what action do I want you to take? Subscribe for your daily digest of copywriting on your YouTube feed. That's what I want you to take. That's the action. And by the way, you can subscribe, please. Thank you. Now, what is the principle number one? Principle number one is that you are not important. Um, your thoughts about the product are not important. Yet your face about the product are important. Sometimes you'll see a copywriter not be accustomed to the price of the product. Now, if you're not accustomed to the price of the product and not feeling that people will buy that product at that price, it will reflect on your copy and you won't be able to make a sale because everything is about reflection in life. If you don't reflect, if you don't exude confidence, it will reflect. So that's why you need to put yourself aside and put the product up front. And also you also need to put the readers up front, the reader's desire, the reader's belief, the reader's pain, the reader's problem. Everything is about the reader, not you as a copywriter. Principle number two, be conversational. When you write your copy, you need it to feel like you're talking to your friend. You need it to feel like it's just a conversation you're having with some friend, some old friend, right? That way, people will read it as it is some letters sent to them. That's what you want your copies to feel like. Principle number three is that stories sell. Stories sell. Stories are a good way to share ideas, have fun. You need to have fun with your stories. There are a lot of stories you can share within your copy, and the more stories you can use, the more testimonials you can use, the better. Really. Principle number four is that you need to build trust. Now, this can be linked to principle number three, which is stories. The more you talk, the more vulnerable you can be in your copy, the easier it will be for you to build trust because people buy from people. So you need to be vulnerable. You need to show your weakness. You are not perfect. Nobody's perfect. So the more vulnerable, the more you put yourself out there, the easier it will be in your copy to just flow and be sell more. Principle number five is that clarity is key. Uh, you don't want to beat around the bush. People need to know exactly what you're selling. People need to know what your copy is about. You don't have to beat around and just talk nonsense because people don't have the time. You need to value people's time. And the more you can show that in your copy, the easier it will be for you to sell because it will show. It will show every single part in on the copy will just show that you respect their time. Principle number six is that you need to talk to the senses. You need to talk on different layers. You need to talk to the visuals. You need at the same time talk to people that are auditory, the people that are kinesthetic. You need to talk on different layers in your copy. That way, people will feel it and understand what you're selling. And principle number five is that you need micro commitment. Micro commitment is about making sure that every time you sell in your copy, you make sure that at every moment people will nod with you, will unconsciously say yes, commit with you, and take action with you. So these are the seven principles that I wanted to share with you guys.